Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Today we spoke about how Elon Musk says Dubai is a beautiful city and as well how this employee praised her former Emirati boss for a very cute reason. And as well, this Dubai tourist will definitely come back, but just for the Dubai taxi drivers. And as well, this tourist from Morocco was invited to a stranger's home in Burj Khalifa.
We'd really love if you can subscribe to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast wherever you get your podcasts from. Enjoy the show.
Good morning and happy Thursday to everyone, including Farah, since it's her last day of the week, which, by the way, seems to be very cool.
I love working from Sunday to Thursday. Honestly, it's such a blessing.
It is. Well, let's go through our headlines for the day. Elon Musk says Dubai is a beautiful city.
And an employee praised her former Emirati boss who showed her compassion during a personal crisis.
As well, this Dubai tourist is so impressed with taxi drivers that he would just come back for them.
A tourist from Morocco was invited to a stranger's home in the Burj Khalifa.
And as well later on the show, since it is India Independence Day, happy Independence Day to all the Indians here that are living in the UAE. So we will be joined by, of course, Reema Mahajan. We are going to be talking about how she helped 100,000 Indian women in the UAE.
It is 314 days since the genocide began in Gaza on October 7. The current death toll stands at 39,965. The number of injured people stands at 92,294. 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
And in today's rapid weather report, today's weather in Dubai is sunny with a current temperature of 34 degrees. Of course, it might get higher, and the humidity level is at 63%. So the clear skies promise a warm and pleasant day ahead, making it a perfect time to enjoy outdoor activities. The sunny weather is expected to continue throughout the week. I mean, I cannot wait for winter to come back.
Agreed.
Honestly, we're all waiting for it, and in light of that, we're celebrating the Indian Independence Day, and yesterday Burj Khalifa lit up
with the colors of the Indian flag.
Yes.
It was so beautiful to see, and happy Independence Day for all the Indians living here and living abroad, living in India, wherever you are in the world, celebrating today's special day.
100%. And you know what, actually, I just want to say something that I love Indian food. I'm not Indian myself, but we all love Indian food. You know, we go all the time to like restaurants like the Indian Palace, like Gazebo, and my absolute favorite Indian dish is the butter chicken. I know a lot of Indians might call me out on that, like, oh, is that all that you know? Is that all that you know about India? Well, I don't know, but I love that. I love that.
That's my favorite as well. Like, I'm a picky eater, okay, but this I will have at least like once a week because it's one of my absolute favorites. Gazebo makes it so well that it's like you can't just not have it. I mean, I wish I would dabble a little bit more into the cuisine and try a little like more options, but like this one is my absolute favorite.
I know, and then you get like the naan bread.
Oh, naan bread is amazing.
And then you like take the butter chicken and eat it, and oh my god, why are we hungry?
It's so early to talk about butter chicken.
It really is, and we are hungry. I mean, it's just like maybe talking about food makes you hungry.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but Indian food, honestly, it's top tier. I love it. What's your favorite Indian restaurant?
Okay, that probably makes me sound like such a tourist, but like Gazebo honestly kills it.
I think, it's for me, it's between Gazebo and the Indian Palace.
Okay.
Because like my cousin has introduced me to the Indian Palace, and ever since I'm like, oh, this is amazing. Give it to me now. I need it. But yeah.
You're expected to see some celebrations today in Dubai, just like yesterday. Today it's also going to continue, so if you have any videos of that, do send it our way through DMs on Instagram. We would love to see it, and we'd love to celebrate with you.
100%. Well, let's jump to our stories of the day. So Elon Musk says Dubai is a beautiful city. I mean, it is indeed. However, in a recent tweet, billionaire Elon Musk expressed his admiration for Dubai, describing it as a beautiful city. Musk's complimentary statement came in response to a tweet by prominent Emirati influencer Hassan Sajwani, who had shared an image from the CNBC International indicating that Dubai is set to welcome even more millionaires as wealthy individuals. Of course, they're abandoning the UK.
Musk's endorsement of Dubai is not the first time he expressed his appreciation for the city. The Tesla CEO's positive remark has sparked excitement among Dubai residents and visitors alike, with many welcoming the recognition from such a prominent figure.
While commenting on Musk's tweet, Dubai residents expressed their pride in the city, with some noting that Dubai's continuous growth and development make it an attractive destination for investors and high net worth individuals. Now, of course, as well, others enthusiastically welcomed Musk to the UAE, hoping that this admiration for Dubai might lead him to consider making the move towards the United Arab Emirates. Well, you know what? It would be honestly very cool to have like Elon Musk living in the UAE.
Do you think that kind of stuff would ever happen?
Yes. I for sure do.
A lot of really prominent
Yes.
figures come and move here, or at least purchase homes here. Like it's happened so many times. I think Ambani definitely purchased a home here in the Palm. I think it was like one of the most expensive mansions in the Palm and in Dubai in general. So I mean, it's not far-fetched.
I agree with you, but you know the thing is like, as you said, the UAE and Dubai are attracting a lot of millionaires, and we have said that before on the Smashy Business show. It's on our on the Smashy Business Instagram page as well. That the UAE's economy keeps on growing,
and it's attracting more and more high net worth individuals.
Exactly, and as well in light of that, like, come on, you guys, it's Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a very well-known, prominent billionaire because he is just like very smart and he knows what he does, you know, whether he has how he has acquired Twitter, that is now called X, and you just, I guess, never know. Maybe the next news on Lovin Dubai would be like, oh yeah, you guys, Elon Musk purchased a home in, I don't know,
in Dubai. Well, let's see. I mean, I don't think it's completely out of this world for that to happen. It's possible. I think I read somewhere that around like, I don't want to like give statistics, but I read somewhere that it was around like 6,000 more millionaires are moving to Dubai within this year. Don't quote me on that. I wrote it at some time within the past few months, but I mean, it's definitely a possibility that something like that might happen.
Exactly. So you guys, I mean, at this point, I think as you are going to be walking maybe around the Palm, you're going to see a lot of millionaires and billionaires all around, which is going to be so cool. You never know. But let's jump to our next story.
An employee praised her former Emirati boss who showed her compassion during a personal crisis. In a LinkedIn post, a Dubai resident shared a memory she had of her former boss who showed her tremendous compassion. She said she rejoined the office after traveling abroad for her mother's funeral. Upon her return, HR told her they would deduct from her salary as she exceeded her allocated paid leave. But her boss didn't stand for it. The reason she used up all her PTO, her paid time off, was for her parents. She went on to say her mother was going through rounds of chemo and had to be there to support her.
Now, her boss vouched for her to get paid time off so she could take care of herself and take time to heal, which I would say this is one of the best things that you would see. Because, like, you know what, if you are at work, the one thing that you would remember, yeah, you will learn, of course, and you will make mistakes, and the list goes on and on.
Of course.
But one thing that you could never forget is how management and how your boss or maybe your team has treated you.
Of course, this is one thing that you will like carry forward, and like if you have a good boss, it'll either like make or break a job. And if you have a good boss, like you'll always be thankful for that job, whether you are still in it or you decided to leave or whatever, but like you'll always like learn from that person will become such a mentor to you. And I'm pretty sure like this woman who wrote this post, she probably like she left that job, so she still remembers her boss for being such a compassionate person. It makes such a difference.
It does, and as well, because you know, like a lot of people and a lot of as well LinkedIn posts, we do see people leaving their job or their workforce because of toxic management. You know, and the list does not only stand at not getting leaves and getting salary deducted and so on, but as well could be as simple as, oh, I was micromanaged a lot, for example. You know, and so in that case, it just maybe is very, it's like a confirmation that maybe with the right management and the right boss and the right, I would say, if they added compassion to, you know, professionalism, I think that would be amazing. That would be perfect.
People really loved this story. People were dropping in comments saying, wow, she's such a gem. This is incredible. This is what humanity means. It's not about giving gifts. These things mean a lot. It makes such a difference. Wow, I got goosebumps. Someone said they cried reading this. Like, it's so sweet, and this stuff really makes you realize that, like, having a good, compassionate boss can make all the difference in your life and
100%.
Going to work and all that.
And this is something she will never ever forget.
Definitely.
For sure. Well, let's jump to our next story. So a Dubai tourist is so impressed with taxi drivers that he would just come back for them. Yes, you guys heard me right. A Dubai tourist has been so impressed by the city's taxi drivers that he plans to return solely for their exceptional service. Now, the tourist, who remains unnamed, praised the Careem taxi drivers and delivery riders for their knowledge of the best spots around Dubai, calling them personal tour guides.
He also highlighted the drivers' friendliness, safety for women travelers, and overall respectful demeanor. The tourist went on to say that she felt completely safe traveling alone as a woman, which is a crucial factor when visiting a new city.
Now, as a Dubai hack, the tourist advised visitors to ask their drivers for recommendations, stating that they know all the hidden gems and the best places to explore. He enthusiastically expressed his intention to plan his next trip back to Dubai, emphasizing that it's all because of these incredible drivers. You guys, I mean, I do agree with the guy. I mean, the delivery riders, it's from delivery to food to taxi, and the list goes on and on. They're really amazing, and they do an amazing job.
And they're very knowledgeable as well. Like, if you wanna find out what the best spots in Dubai are, like, they will let you know. Like, they have a lot of background and knowledge and background info.
I mean, of course, because they've been around the city for quite a while. Well, let's take a quick break for a fun fact today. Did you guys know that Lovin is based in 22 cities? Well, of course, that surprises even me. We have a team of local journalists around the region bringing you the best positive stories and sees that you guys should know.
Get to know your region. You can find them on social, in daily newsletter, in podcasts, or on our app. Find them wherever you get your news.
Well, if you guys don't know, when you see posts on Instagram, some of them are made by none only Makhloof. So of course, don't forget to subscribe to the newsletters, and as well, download our app.
Definitely.
So
you'll find a lot of hidden gems there as well.
Yes, for sure. Well, let's jump to our next story.
Yeah, so a tourist from Morocco was invited to a stranger's home in the Burj Khalifa. So a tourist was vlogging around downtown Dubai when a man saw them and asked what they were doing. They got to talking, and the man found out that he's just in town for a vacation. So he decided to surprise them and gave them an unexpected invitation to his home in the Burj Khalifa.
Well, the video, of course, went viral on the creator's TikTok. The tourist took a tour of the Burj Khalifa, seeing the courtyard on the 44th floor and the man's actual house.
The video is so cute and showed just how hospitable people are in Dubai. They sat in the living room with the man's family playing tabla and a couple other musical instruments. Oh,
that is actually so nice. It just shows you how the life in the UAE and specifically Dubai really is. Like, everyone is friends with everyone, and everyone is very hospitable, as we mentioned, and it just never ends, which is very cool.
People are really, really friendly, and you never know, you might run into someone who invites you to their home just because it's in the Burj Khalifa. So of course you would want to see what homes over there look like. So this was very unexpected. And I saw in the comments yesterday that the man who invited them is actually neighbors with Fadim Salat. He was the guy in Dubai Bling. Yes, I remember. And we had Fadim Salat here on the show. We spoke to him. He's a very nice guy. But it's just
till this day, it boggles my mind how like people in the UAE and residents in the UAE, whether they're citizens or even residents as well, and even tourists, they're all very hospitable and they trust each other. There's like this kind of like trust. There isn't this kind of like, oh, I shouldn't. They keep their doors open.
They do.
Their house open. They don't lock the doors because they trust each other. There is this sense of trust that the UAE has implemented because of how safe it is on its residents and its citizens.
Definitely.
Which, by the way, you guys, I mean, I promise you, everyone who has left the UAE only realizes or understands how much of a safe country and how much we live in like this bubble of safety.
Definitely. Like there's so much value living here. I know I like lived abroad for a while and came back only to realize that Dubai is where I'm meant to be. So
yes, there is no place like Dubai.
It says a lot.
We keep on mentioning this all the time. We all the time sit and work and we go like, oh my God, we're so thankful that we're in Dubai. I had a friend who traveled, and the whole time he would say things like, oh my God, I miss Dubai, there's nothing like Dubai, from the airport to even just like going out and doing regular stuff.
I kind of agree. I like that airport comment.
Literally, I mean, yes. Have you guys tried like other airports?
It's not the same. It's not the same. Dubai really pays attention to detail and like making sure that everything is like pristine. You end up loving even just an airport. So
yes, I mean I can assure that because like at the airport here we have in Dubai specifically, all of the process is very, I would say, simplified.
Yeah,
it's easier.
It's pretty simple.
Yes, and you get everything. We literally live. If you're a resident in the UAE, you live like a princess.
Yeah,
we do. We really do. Well, of course, we are going to go for a short break, but you have to stay tuned because after the short break, we are going to be celebrating India's Independence Day with Reema Mahajan, who has helped a vibrant community of 100,000 Indian women in the UAE. So don't forget to stay tuned for this tiny short break. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today we are joined by Reema Mahajan, who has built a thriving community of 100,000 Indian women in the UAE. She's dedicated to helping them balance new opportunities with their cultural roots as we celebrate Indian Independence Day. We look forward to hearing her inspiring journey and insights. Welcome to the show and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you ladies for having me.
Thank you for being here and happy Independence Day.
Yeah, and thank you for celebrating with us.
Of course, we'd love celebrating it. I wanted to start off a little bit easy. So as we celebrate India's Independence Day, what does freedom mean to you personally?
So freedom is a precious gift, right? And every year when we celebrate Indian Independence Day, we salute to the superheroes, the fighters, our forefathers who fought for our independence for years to get us the freedom that we celebrate today. And we've come a long way in this is our 78th Independence Day. So we've come a long way in the 78 years, but it's been a beautiful journey of us celebrating that freedom and, feeling free. And I think every Indian is proud of this day.
Well, of course, let's put history aside, but what does freedom mean for Indian women expats in the UAE?
Freedom, so see, UAE is home away from home for all of us, right? And this land is the land of opportunities. So freedom here means our abilities to do whatever we want in a very safe environment, in the infrastructure that the UAE government has helped, and with the open arms that UAE welcomes us. So I think every Indian woman feels so much safer here and is free to follow her passion, pursue what she wants to do, and that is what UAE as the land of opportunities gives us.
All right, so how do you reflect this in your work with Indian women in the UAE, or also the ones living abroad?
So Indian Women in UAE is an initiative to put together the Indian expat community here through the women, essentially. So we reach out today to more than 100,000 families through the women who are our members. And we aim to build confidence in women. So confidence socially, because we're all expats here. We've left our friends and family back home. We try to be the family away from family. We are that social support system where women come to when they're in need, when they just need a listening ear. Sometimes they need to mingle. Sometimes they need friends. Sometimes they need people with similar interests. So we run forums such as book clubs where women come together. We run food groups for the foodies in town. We run sari clubs for the women who love to wear saris. So that's that's a social aspect of Indian women in Dubai. And we also have a business. So you know what happens, because we are expats and a lot of the women are trailing spouses, right? So Indian women would move here because the husbands in the family got a better job here. And for the family, it makes sense for them to move. But the women in a lot of cases leave behind their blazing careers in India or other places, right? So we are launching an army of women entrepreneurs. Today, we have more than 5,000 women entrepreneurs starting careers who come on our community, who work with the community to grow, prosper. We run a network called Indian Women Network, and we have more than 150 subscribed entrepreneurs who are working on marketing, money, and mindset to grow their businesses. And that's how Indian Women in Dubai supports the women in Dubai.
Well, it's amazing because you know what, of course, like
we're expats.
We're both expats, and we can relate to that because you know, like we when you move to a different country, you kind of like maybe can dissociate from your own, of course, culture and identity. So in what ways do you think your platform has helped Indian women stay connected to their cultural roots? Because that's really hard.
It is really hard. But you know, Indian Women in Dubai was born when I moved here from London, and I basically missed home and did not have friends. So I wanted to find my girls, and that is how the initial platform was born. During COVID, we did a lot of work with women because we could feel the stress in the system, the emotional stress, the physical stress, the financial stress. And that's how the real community that we see today is born. How we connect women to the cultural roots is we keep the India alive outside of India. So today's Independence Day, I'm very proudly dressed in the Indian flag, right?
It looks amazing, by the way.
Thank you, and I'm very proud of my culture, and I come from the land of 1 billion people, but it's unique in its own way, and we have a cultural heritage which we all Indians are very proud of. And we celebrate Diwali with the same pomp and show that we would have done back home. In fact, even bigger and better here because the whole community comes back here. So, you know, Diwali, Holi, our festivals, we don't let the people here forget the roots. We try and bring those traditions back here as much as we can and unite the community. And you know, anything happens in India, you know, we run WhatsApp groups where there are ladies only from India. People are more concerned about Indian elections here than you would see in India, right?
Yes,
but that's because the patriotism say we still want to be connected to our home, to our roots.
Definitely, I feel like the roots are like very much still like evident. You can see that here. You can see the celebrations here, whether they're on the streets or during Diwali. Like you can see the vibes, you can see the energy. It's still very much still alive, and it's really, really great to see. So I wanted to ask, what role do you think education and financial independence play in the empowerment of women?
Very important. I'm very blessed that I come from an educated background. I did my IIT in India, and I did my MBA from IIM Bangalore, and very privileged that those are the top 2 institutions in India. And I think the foundation that those 2 institutions gave me helped me to become what I am today. And it's similar for all women. We need to be financially independent today. And I'm very glad, you know, we work with the entrepreneurs who recognize the importance of financial independence. And the more women have a voice, the more the society will get empowered, right? Because when you empower women, the whole family gets empowered. You're not changing one life, you're changing the whole family's trajectory of growth, of passion, of where they go. So I think women need to have a voice, and women should absolutely be financially independent today.
I feel like sometimes they forget.
They do forget because we play multiple roles, right? Mm-hmm. At the same time, I'm a mom, I'm a housemaker, I am a daughter, I'm a daughter-in-law, and women want to be perfectionists in every role. And doing all of these roles, they forget themselves, they forget self-care, they forget their own identity. But then later in stage, you know, when your kids are settled and you have an empty nest and your husband is like, you know, he's done his job, he's had his career, women think, what have I done for myself? And then sometimes it gets too late. So I think women need to realize early on that you need to be a good mother, a good wife, a good daughter-in-law, but you also need to find your own identity and be happy with what you are doing, basically. And I think I just feel women need to have a voice more and more in there.
100%.
I mean, I love how I want to pinpoint something how you said financial independence, because literally as women don't really realize the importance of it, and you have a community out there like maybe that's dedicated to all Indian women to maybe raise awareness on the importance of that. So if you can share a success story from your community regarding financial independence, business, and so on.
Absolutely. So, something which we do in our community is celebrate women. And we do an event called Indian Women Awards. We are running into season 4 now. It's on September 14th this year. And what we do is every year we celebrate the top 30 women achievers in the community. And all of these women are financially independent, running their own businesses, following their passion. We have a variety of areas like photographers, entrepreneurs, everyone. And if you hear the stories of women who worked with us from season 1, women have moved from studio apartments to 1 bedrooms to 2 bedrooms to hiring a warehouse today for the businesses they've been running. And that's how the community comes together to support small businesses. When you support a small business, you're supporting an entrepreneur's dream. And IWD actually supports that full-fledgedly.
I feel like this is it really, really shows how a small idea, an idea can grow into something that can change a woman's life completely. The trajectory of her life can completely change just because a community of women came together to empower each other. It would make such a difference. It's really inspiring to see.
Absolutely. I live by the quote, and I say that multiple times when we meet in the community. When women support each other, incredible things can happen.
Agreed. Agreed, for sure, 100%. Well, for Indian women who are new to the UAE, of course, moving to a new country might make you feel in a way isolated or maybe overwhelmed. So what practical advice or support can your community offer to help?
You'll be very surprised to see we are still growing, 3 years in now, and every day on our Facebook community, we accept more than 100, 200 requests. And most of these women are either from India or across the globe looking to move to UAE. So they come to our community to ask questions like, where should I live? Which school should my kids go to? Which doctor can I go to in town? Very basic questions that you need when you move to a new town. And you'll be surprised, I don't answer them. My team doesn't answer them. We have a community run by the women. The community comes back and answers them. When you ask a question on our community, Gulf News covered us as the Google for Indian women Dubai. You ask us a question, you fire away a recommendation on the group. Women on the community will come and support you. And we run a network by the women for the women. Right now, me and my team are just quality checkers. That's it. The whole community of 60, 70,000 women sitting on the Facebook community would come and support each other. And it's not only when they're moving into UAE. Sometimes you move here and you have downtimes. You're not going through, you face hurdles in life. Women come and share their stories, and the support they get and the help they get. Women have come forward and helped anonymously so many times just to give back. And it's a great way to give back. You're online, you're at home, but you're supporting someone, and it's beautiful, and everybody wants to be a part of that.
And it makes such a difference. I feel like it's so amazing to see, and it will really, really help the people who just moved here, but also who have lived here, and just have a few questions that they need answered from the rest of the women in the community. So, in honor of India's Independence Day, what future do you hope for Indian women in India and here in the UAE?
This journey has just started. I think everybody has started noticing India now, but the journey has just started, and there's so much more coming for all Indian women in UAE. I would like to urge that if somebody's watching this show and you're not a part of our network, please come find us. We are that support system where you give and you get back, and everybody needs that family away from family, being away from home.
Well, if you would want to give a direction to your viewers, how can they find you?
Please find us on Instagram, Facebook. We are also there on WhatsApp. We are there on LinkedIn, whatever social media. We are even there on TikTok. If whatever social media channel you pursue, you follow, look up Indian Women in Dubai, and we'll connect you to some more like-minded women who share common interests with you. Whether you're a book lover, you're a sari lover, you're a foodie, you just want to find support in the community. Whether you're an ambitious entrepreneur, I think we can support your dreams. Come join us.
Well, thank you so much, Reema, for joining us. You empowered us, and of course, you are empowering a lot of women. Thank you so much for that. And thank you so much, Farah, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As well, this brings us to the end of the show. Stay tuned tomorrow, same time, same place. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. Namaste.